Right, time now for us to pick up on some of the newspaper and website stories catching our eye. And joining us today is Kate Hardcastle, retail analyst at the business consultancy Insight with Passion. Kate, thank you for joining us. Look, we're going to start with a story in the Telegraph here, which is Steve Dickson, who heads up the US Federal Aviation Administration, talking about the Boeing 737 MAX. Everyone asking now, when is it going to come back into service? Boeing actually giving hints, which he wasn't too chuffed with.
No, I mean, there's quite a commitment to safety, and rightly so. We know that Boeing, as this investigation's gone on, there has been actually information that employees there back in 2016 highlighted they had concerns over the safety in terms of a vehicle, an aircraft that's gone on and been involved in 2 accidents. Huge amount of people lost lives, and definitely a brand that shouldn't be bringing back a product to market that just isn't safe enough to do so yet.
And it's just it's interesting. They obviously have to secure confidence again, don't they? And Boeing perhaps are not the right people to do that because it's their product. Steve Dickson seems to be stepping into the breach a little bit here. Yeah,
there's an invested interest for them to get back to market, because 60% of Boeing's income comes from these commercial aircrafts, and this is one of their most popular aircraft. So you can understand the drive and the ambition from an organisation that's certainly been hit financially, but where we've got human lives and safety at cost, the organisations like the Federation Aviation Administration, the European administration, have got to do the right thing by the public.
But he says he'll do it. He's not going to let that plane up in the air till he and his family have flown on it as well.
His family, children, are on the flight. Yeah.
That's a big
Let's
statement.
have a look at this story from our own website, BBC News website. Weight loss wager firms. You set a weight target. If you hit it, you win money. I mean, it might, to some, be a good incentive, but to others could encourage really unhealthy and dangerous eating habits.
It's an incredibly concerning trend. With the rise of social media, it's very easy for businesses to target people who might be looking into healthy eating, trying to look after themselves. And the idea that you set yourself a target, obviously people want to keep to targets if there's a financial incentive. That said, if you start playing some game where you're basically betting against yourself and you're the one who's going to lose if you don't win that bet, it's highly, highly risky in terms of financial, but also the patterning it might promote in the individual. Is it going to create crash dieting? What pattern of eating? Surely it should be about healthy eating. And so I kind of feel if you're going to do this, do it with your friends. Get a group together and incentivise each other without this.
I see. No, I appreciate that, and I see the risks. At the same time, if you've put on, I don't know, 3 or 4 kilos over Christmas and stuff, and you want to get rid of it quickly, it seems like quite a fun way to do it, doesn't it?
It's a bit fun if money wasn't involved to the point that you can lose that money if you don't meet their targets.
But that's a flutter. That's a flutter.
Maybe so, but I also think flutter should be perhaps linked to enjoyment and not something in your mind. I find that successful healthy eating and exercise comes because you want to do it, not because you're incentivised by anything else.
Do you know what I discovered? When you put yourself on the scales, it changes depending on where on the floor you put the scales. Honestly, try it. So if you don't
That's the excuse I'll use then. I normally blame my 3 children, but I'll go for that one.
Try it,
the scales are in the wrong place, darling.
Just while we got time, Grade 1 listed building with a bit of Beatles history.
I love this. The fact is that we've actually got the pub, the first ever pub that's got Grade 1 listing. It is this, if you see the pictures of it, beautifully ornate, all the different trends in there. But a beautiful statement came from this. John Lennon was asked, what's the price of fame? And he said, not being able to have a pint by myself in this pub. So go for the fact that it's iconic that way.
Yeah, good point.
Lovely pictures there. Really nice images. Kate, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Kate Hardcastle, thank you.